minutes ago, but now I am with you for the main technique. That will be more or less the same like the last one did on Monday, because anyway our strong skill are in every single step, starting from the side step, and how we are able to manage our erase. So we will start again with the side step. Let's go in brace, be strong in our feet, pushing with the feet, we will go in the other one. Let's try to go also in brace, imagine one woman on front of you. And another details in the side step, I can do the side step in two ways. The easy way is this. But what the woman will feel in this case is like jumping. To avoid the jumping mistake, in the moment that I start to cross my weight in the side step, I start to push from there. In this way, if I want, I can do a side step really smooth, because I push from here. When I touch the floor, I start to push from there, and I can give this kind of feeling to the woman, to the smooth side step. So start to practice this. In the moment that when I am here, I am a little bit bending. When I project my leg, it's completely stretched. When I cross the weight, I start to bend a little bit this and stretch completely the other one. You can feel the sound of my feet in the floor that I push, but I can feel, I don't know if you can listen. Okay, now let's do the same exercise. So we will continue with our leg to training this kind of pushing, but with the dissociation. Not because generally we need a lot of dissociation in this case, but to training the flexibility of our chest. So when I go in that side, I will try to turn as much as I can my chest. It's just for training our flexibility, okay? It's not because we generally do this kind of step. We have some steps that require a lot of dissociation, but this right now is just like exercise. If you have questions, guys, feel free to write me, or if you want that I show something in particular, just write me, okay? So, I will turn my chest and do the same job with the leg of before. Turn as much I can, turn as much I can, turn as much I can, turn as much I can. Try also, while you are turning, to keep the embrace in the same position. Stay. Look, now I show you from the side step, from the side. I am moving all in one piece, all the embrace. And I have to feel every time I do this exercise, I have to feel my back. And also repeat, because it's always useful to repeat. Think always when you turn your chest to go back with this part if you turn in this side. This helps you to stay more straight. Remember always to work with the feet, start to pushing, this is the part, the hard part. Start to pushing with the leg when we are going. I show you also from the back. I don't know if it can be useful, but you know, you never know. Okay, let's continue. When we go inside, let's think all this, but now we will go also forward. So, I will go straight, so without dissociation on side, but when I'm changing the weight here, I start to turn. So I have to imagine the woman in the middle. I don't use so much imagine tube, imagine doors, imagine... I not use it to use metaphor, but so let's imagine the woman in the middle. Straight, I start to turn my chest and I go forward. I go back, side again, start turning the other direction, forward. Back, side, forward. Guys, when we go forward, let's try to. I show you from this side because I think it's better. The forward step finish when we are completely here and we are completely stretch the leg. Generally, the women are used to focus on her leg to be beauty, but don't forget that also we have to try to be nice, to have a good shape. And to have a good shape, we have also to think about that. We don't have to dance with a flat feet. We can use also this kind of, we can use the movement of our feet. So let's focus, always, let's try to be multitasking. Also, if the woman tells us that generally they are multitasking, we can just think one stuff at the time. But let's try to think all together. In the side step, push. When we arrive, start to push. Now we go forward with the dissociation. And we push completely from back. Let's go back, side. Let's push from the leg back. Now I will show you from this side. Side. Turn my chest. I go front till the end. 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 Okay, now let's add out. Okay, I show you also from back. Side, start to dissociation, front, stretch completely the back, the leg back, and let's go again. Completely, and another time from this side, because now I want to show you also, when I go back, and sometimes we go back, I stretch the leg back. But when I go now, I don't move these feet till the end, till now I point on the floor. Collect and go. Front, I go back, but I stay till the end, till I stretch. Look, I show you from this side. Till the end, and go. Stretch till the end, and go. Okay. Now let's add the turn. So let's do one side step here, front, side step, because for us, one day probably I will do also with a back step, like the turn of the woman. But right now let's go in this way. Side, front, pivot, 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 side. Let's go in the other direction. Side, front, pivot, side, front, pivot, side, front, pivot, side, front, pivot, side. Guys, the exercise is easy, but because it's easy, you can think about everything. Show to this woman that we are multitasking too. So, what I think is pushing, dissociation, pushing with the leg back to our right ear, and we always have to keep, if I push, also if all my weight is here, I am more stable. So I don't use just for pushing, but if I keep pushing, I keep the pressure on the floor, I am more stable. So if the woman needs some support that she shouldn't need, but you know how it is. Sometimes she just is light on us, so we need to be strong in our embrace. And if we always push from both legs, we always have this kind of connection on the floor with both legs. And this is easy for us to manage with all kind of dancers. So let's do again. Push from back, pivot, turn. Push, push, every step. Pushing in every step. Okay, let's do another little exercise with pivot. Right now our pivot is just 90 degrees. Let's try to go now in a pivot with 180 degrees. So we will go front, pivot, side, front, pivot, side, front, pivot, side, front, pivot, side. And this side step is really important because this make the last pushing from the side step. That is what make dynamic in the step while we are with the woman and give us a good shape. I will show you from this direction. Front, side and pushing, staying till the end. Front, pivot, pushing. I show you from this side. Front, pushing. Front, pushing. Front, pushing. Okay, this video will be also recorded, so you have always the possibility to keep watching this kind of exercise, so I will not repeat other time. And the last part that I never am tired to repeat. Like already I told you, like dancer, the most important skill that we should have is be comfortable for the woman. We always have to think that in our arms there is one woman, there is no object, so we need to be comfortable for her. Because for that 3 minutes or that 12, this is a tandem, the woman should be our world. So, what we always have to try is never to push or pull her, and try, if we are in close embrace, but also in open, but in close embrace we can feel more the presence of the woman in our arms. So what we have to try to do is to keep the same pressure, like we are hugging someone, we are hugging our friend, our wife, our girlfriend, wherever. Try to give the same feeling in all the body. Avoid pressing with the hand, especially in the middle of the back. Almost never you should push in the middle of the back. When it's possible, it's good to have this arm, this one, in this part, under the back, in this side, when it's possible. If we are dancing with a woman that it's a little bit overweighted, it's not possible, but when it's possible and we are in close, let's try to arrive here. Never, don't try to go in the middle, or stay in the middle. Obviously when we dance, we slide sometimes with our embrace, but still. So let's try to have this feeling. Let's try to have this arm in a comfortable way for the woman, so without going too much forward, because if we go forward with the arm like this, if we are in close embrace, this means that the woman, I am the woman now, is here. And this is absolutely uncomfortable for her. So let's try to avoid this. Let's try to don't go too much front. Anyway, this was my last advice for this time. I wish you that all of you guys are healthy, you keep safe, and we will wait for you for tomorrow for a different class. There is also a class of Milonga that I will do with Laura. There is the class, which our class we have tomorrow?
We have 4 different classes. We start with the ladies technique.
Yeah, we have always the ladies technique at the beginning.
Intermediate, L2, Milonga.
The intermediate and the Milonga class and a special class.
Special salon class.
So, special salon class by Angela. Stay tuned. Thank you. Thank you for every time you shared that you are really watching the video, you are training at home. And see you tomorrow. Bye bye.